I also went to Cancun this year. I went to Cancun last March for spring break. MTV flew me down. I did 2 pilots for them, neither of which got picked up. And I kind of figured they wouldn't, because MTV has a certain look they go for, you know. I figured it would be a lot of fun, but it was ultimately depressing, because there are just things in life that remind you of what an old, out-of-shape nothing you really are. These are all beautiful 19, 20-year-olds on a beach, and I am an atrocity without clothing. I really am disgusting. I have an appendix scar in the middle of a fat stomach, which is gross, because it looks like my torso is winking. There is nothing worse than a scar in the middle of fat, because fat doesn't taper off when it senses a scar. Fat goes as far as it can and then just wraps around and continues. So I have like a Frankenstein wound with 2 pieces of blubber just staring at each other like, is he ever gonna do a sit-up? I don't know, man, this is embarrassing. But at least it gets a lot better as you pan up to my B-cup titties. Those are really attractive. God, do I hate my little fat tits. You ever pinch your little meat tits and wish you were dead? You ever just stand naked in the mirror? You little fat-titted, mediocre failure! You ever do that for 3 hours on New Year's Eve? Sometimes all I can think of is taking a big dildo and duct taping it between my fat tits and blowing my brains out. Now, don't get uncomfortable. I'm not going to do it. Because with my luck, the gun would misfire, and I'd have the really embarrassing experience of untaping a dildo from my tits. There is no way to do that and not feel stupid. Ow! Oh! Ow! Dildos hanging haphazardly. Your phone rings, it's your mother. What are you doing? You wouldn't believe it. Remember how Dad almost died? So I'm on the beach, I'm depressed. I tried the old trick of wearing a t-shirt on the beach. Like that's more comfortable in 110-degree weather to, you know, wear a t-shirt and a cummerbund. I don't know if you can tell under these lights, but I don't tan particularly well. I have the complexion of a urinal. It's 110, I'm on a beach, I'm wearing sunblock 45. I look like I just took a money shot. I'm carrying an umbrella like some bisexual Mary Poppins, just creeping out all the girls. Where do you go to school, miss? And they're all 19 years old and they're drunk, because the drinking age is 18 down there. Now, I don't drink, but I like girls who do. I am not one of these annoying, self-righteous men. I don't like a gal who's too drunk. I don't know what too drunk is. I have never seen it. When I hear a girl going, nobody loves me, she's halfway to where I need her to be. Passed out? Who's looking? I hear snoring, that's my cue. She's ready. And I actually tried Viagra for the first time when I was down there, because it's sold over the counter like aspirin. And I was slightly overconfident, because I'm like, man, you're shooting a pilot for MTV, you're definitely gonna hook up. So I finished the shoot at like noon, I pop a 100-milligram pill. Yeah, if anyone's ever taken this drug, 100 milligrams will keep your dick hard 3 weeks after you're dead. If they would have given one of these to Christopher Reeve, he would have walked home. I take 100 milligrams, fast forward 9 hours later, I am naked, alone in my hotel room, admiring it. It was so frustrating, I finally just ran nude into the lobby. Look what you whores are missing! Because it looked so swollen and delicious. You know those days where it just looks good? You want to put on sweatpants with no underwear and head out the door? Maybe you get a little clear spot on the front. That's right, ladies. I'm what the FBI profilers call a secretor. I've left a lot of DNA evidence on the back of dresses on subway cars. I just have this tendency to creep women out. It's really hard for me to meet women, because first of all, I have bad sinuses, and you don't realize how disgusting you sound until you see that look on somebody else's face. Because I don't know I'm doing it. I'm like, hey, can I get you a drink? And I don't know what turns a girl off more, is the sniffle or the swallow that comes right after it. Women get turned off completely and immediately by little innocuous things you'd never think of, like never rub your fingers together when you're hitting on a girl. Just grosses her out if you're like, hey, where are you from? See, your hands are a giveaway to your fear, but you have to move them a little bit. You can't just leave them hanging stiff, you know. Look like a total sociopath. Hi, can I buy you a drink? And then we'll go for a walk in the woods. But then again, never rub them together vigorously, especially while staring at her cleavage and mumbling, nice. And you can't even ask a woman, all right, what's a quality you look for? What do you like in a guy? Because women always say eye contact is a sexy, confident thing, but it seems like there's a fine line between sexy, confident eye contact and the unpleasant stare of a potential rapist. And I have never found that balance. I don't know how to be sexy. If I catch a girl looking at me and our eyes lock, I panic and open mine wider. Then I lick my lips and rub my genitals. And mouth the words, you're dead.